Welcome to Gazelles Softball on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Brought to you by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. This broadcast is made possible by the following Sportscaster Club members: Midwest Insurance Agency, Murph's Appliance, Yankton Thrive, Stockman's Motorsports, Les Schwab Tires, Linda's Angel Crossing, MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency, Vichet, Elwood Dental, Floortech Restoration, Angela's Mexican Store, Yankton Rexall, KFC Taco Bell, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Slumberland, Larry's Heating and Cooling, America's Best Realty, Larson Carpet, Anytime Fitness, King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, Yankton Medical Clinic, All Seasons Power Sports, Kaiser Heating and Cooling, JR's Oasis, Intech Cleaning and Restoration, The Bone Setter, Triple Time Rudy's, Meridian Photo, Graham Tire, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, Kalen's Indoor Comfort, H&H Roofing, Boss's Pizza and Chicken, Wall of Fame, and Ravin Books. Now, for the Anytime Fitness pregame show with the voice of Yankton Athletics, Zach Spear.
Play ball! And back for more softball here as it's the Yankton Gazelles JV team against the Sturgis Brown JV team. And similar to what we did a while back with Sioux Falls, where we had the varsity and then JV and varsity, while I prep up and get ready for this upcoming varsity game, we'll keep the camera live here, and so you can watch and listen live to the sounds of the crowd here on the field as it's the JV game between the Yankton Gazelles and the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. And then after this one, we'll start our pregame for varsity, and we'll let it run here as it is the Gazelles and the Scoopers JV teams as first pitch just moments away right here.
and score? No. Okay.
Well, I think it just dragged me up because I saw your flip flop.
You have no idea how bad that hurt.
So you were laying on the ground and Blake was like, oh.
I lay on the cement, not ground, the cement.
And then Blake was like, oh, she's on your. Sorry, not to laugh. That was so funny.
That was something.
You remember that time you jumped on the tube and someone didn't have the rope too? Do you remember that? You said you told someone to hold the rope when you jumped on the tube and no one held the rope, so you hit the tube and you rolled into the water.
Oh, I do recall that, yeah.
I think you told David to hold the rope or someone and you were like, someone hold the
When
rope.
I did it, it just like rubber.
It literally just shot that way and you rolled off the other way. And I was like, oh, honey, no one had the rope there.
Right?
That was so funny.
Yeah, I do my job.
I will never get over that time you fell out of the ball, bro. Just swing around, there's a
Is that what you guys told me, or did you say
No, I told you that because you were like, Ron, how did you get down? And I was like, just swing around, there's a step right there. And you were like, and the next thing I know, I hear, come on, lady. Well, it's because you were busy so you get through stickers.
I seriously just remember laying there like, should I move? Like, come cheer along. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to love that. Which I'm telling you, so even see the and you lost.
Doing what?
Out of us.
Be tough now.
Now it's all wrestling because when we beat them in Sturgis. Go, Addie.
Let it talk, Wyatt. Let it talk.
But yeah, so like my daughter was JV and Varsity, so those sisters have me pleased.
And back to the field here as we just got our second walk-off home run of the day in 2 games. This time, Brenna Elwood, her team trailing by 1, had a runner on third, 2 outs. Doesn't get much better than that in the JV game with Brenna Elwood sending that one deep over the left field fence. Earlier in the game, the Yankton Gazelles varsity team defeated Spearfish with a walk-off grand slam off of the bat of Isabel Gurney in her first ever at-bat at the varsity level. You just don't get it any better than this, as I kind of talked about with Coach Muth after that first game. You can't even write up movies with endings that good. And here we just got our second walk-off home run of the day. And, well, coming up, we've got one final game. It's the varsity level between the Yankton Gazelles and the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. As coming into this one, the Yankton Gazelles are now 6-9 on the season. And for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, they enter the game with a record of 3-4. They were both teams in action earlier today, and the Yankton Gazelles were able to defeat Spearfish, your final score, 15-2. And the reason it was a walk-off is because it hit that 10-run rule from Isabel Gurney, and so a walk-off grand slam there. Here on the field in JV, Brenna Elwood, a walk-off 2-run home run, and this was a close one. It was 8-7. Talk about some fun games. And then looking at Sturgis Brown earlier today, they took on the Mitchell Colonels, and they fell in that one. Your final score is a low-scoring game. It was 4-6, as now it's the final game of the weekend is Yankton. 1-1 here in this trip to Mitchell, trying to pick up their second win and their 7th overall on the year. So now, stats not necessarily updated here, but just kind of to get a feel for the teams. Yankton entered today's games, putting up 8.5 runs per game and giving up 10. Of course, those numbers are going to swing a little bit in their favor after a 15-2 victory. And then looking at Sturgis Brown, who is the direct seed below Yankton right now. Sturgis Brown entered the day with just over 9 runs scored per game and allowing just over 7 runs per game. So the Scoopers, it was a little surprising to see them in a low score because they're a team that can get the ball in the field of play and put up some runs. So we'll just see what we've got in store here, as this is your Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show. Anytime Fitness Yankton, let's make healthy happen. And as always, all Yankton athletics are presented by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, with 2 locations, downtown and North Broadway, Yankton. Right now, 2:13 on the field. I'm guessing we're probably looking close to a 2:30 first pitch here on the field, as we'll step aside for a moment. Did get a chance to get a pregame interview lined up with head coach Jill Muth. We'll step aside for a moment. When we return, that chat with Jill Muth.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team, fixing pickles since 1984.
At Anytime Fitness Yankton, your fitness journey starts with one step, and Anytime Fitness will be with you every step of the way. Open 24 hours a day with top-of-the-line equipment and guidance you need to reach your goals. Plus, your membership gives you access to every Anytime Fitness gym anywhere. No matter your goals, no matter the time, you belong at Anytime Fitness Yankton. Located at 2509 Fox Run Parkway. Start today at Anytime Fitness, where your fitness journey never stops.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Triple Time Rudy's on the corner of 16th and Broadway, Yankton. Stop in and check out their wide variety of items. Grab some snacks, whether you want chips, popcorn, or something sweet, they have it. Ice cold beverages, or when you need that boost in the morning, coffee. You can also grab the best locally produced meats, meat sticks, and cheeses in the area. Guaranteed fresh. For those hot days, grab a freezy too. Get all your car needs and 5 cents off a gallon when using cash. All at Triple Time Rudy's, Yankton.
The Bonesetter Chiropractic, Yankton. I'm Dr. TJ Stotz. When you need chiropractic, we're here. We use a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, and state-of-the-art examination techniques. We're happy to offer exercise and supplement advice as well. The Bonesetter Chiropractic, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, Yankton. Call or text 605-401-5701. Bringing you comfort when there's discomfort.
Back on our coaches' conversations, chatting again with head coach Jill Muth of the Yankton Gazelles. Coach, your team last in action just minutes ago as we talk now, 15-2, a win over the Spearfish Spartans. What did you see in that game?
Yeah, I saw what we think we're capable of all year long. You know, making good defensive plays, Reese being great out on the mound, and then hitting the ball hard and hoping that they, end up in the right spot. And we have started here the last few weeks to show a little bit of power, haven't we? 2 home runs today, 1 last night. Kyra had 1 early, Jocelyn's had. So I think we've started to hit a few home runs, and hopefully we're getting in our groove here as we go into the final stretch of our season.
And speaking of those home runs coming off the bats of Isabel Sheldon, Isabel Gurney, her first varsity at bat, a walk-off grand slam. I mean, you can't even make a movie up like that. And then Isabel Sheldon, like I talked with her, she's been hitting the ball so hard, but unfortunately they've been going foul. It's just got to feel good to see one of them stay straight for her.
Yes, absolutely. She's another one of those girls that is a good hitter and just always hits the ball hard. I'm always a little nervous coaching third base over there when she's batting. I don't know if you notice, I stand back about as far as I can when she's batting. But yes, for her, so great to see her get that one to stay fair and get her going. And the more girls we can have hot heading into the last stretch of the season, the better.
And another thing we kind of talked about was the pitching efforts from Reese Gary. Really has found her rhythm here. 17 innings pitched, only 2 walks in those. In this one, she had 6 strikeouts, no walks. And then Brenna Elwood came in, did her thing as well. I mean, how much does that help you when you can just go out, send a pitcher out there, and you can trust them?
Yeah, absolutely. That makes it much easier and much easier on the defense because there's just less base runners on, So if we can keep those free passes off the base, that's what we want. So, yeah, Reese has been on a roll, and, kind of like we've said all year, she kind of the first inning and then gets better as the game goes. I guess we could say that about the season, really.
Yep.
She's started okay, or, good, and just kind of been getting better as the season goes. So, yeah, she's been on a roll, and we're hoping to keep that going here for a few more weeks.
And now coming up, it's the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. What are you looking to see in this one?
A lot of the same. I'm not going to lie to you. I have not looked much at their stuff, and they hadn't played a whole ton of games, really, until here the last week. But we're going to try to go out and do our thing. We're going to worry about the Gazelles and try to continue to, are you ready for it? Make the defensive plays, swing at good pitches, and hit the ball hard.
And maybe another walk-off grand slam would be nice, right?
Well, we'll take it. We'll take it for sure.
All right, Jill, always appreciate the time. Good to see you here on the field.
Yep, thanks, Zach. We appreciate your coverage.
Again, that's head coach Jill Muth of the Yankton Gazelles. Coming up, Yankton, their second game of the day as they now take on the Sturgis Brown Scoopers here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Authentic Mexican food goods with the family touch is here in Yankton at Angela's Mexican Store. From fresh produce and meats to the spices and the snacks you miss from home. Traveling or just moved? No problem. They accept money from many different countries. Check out the different kinds of money on the wall. Family owned, family loved. They treat you like family. Angela's Mexican Store, where culture meets community. Stop in today.
Les Schwab Tires, located at 2809 Broadway in Yankton. It's the place to buy tires with all different tread types to fit your needs and rims ready to make your vehicle shine. Not only do they sell tires, they fix them too. Flats, brakes, alignments, and more. You can feel confident that your car will be taken care of. No waiting for your tires, they should have them in stock. If you're looking for tractor or semi-tires, those are available too. Les Schwab Tires, where the sign says it all.
MT and RC Smith Insurance has been a part of the Yankton community since 1949. Our agency would love to help you with your home, auto, business, life, and long-term care insurance needs.
We take pride in providing you with quality service when you have a claim or need to make changes to your coverage.
The MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency is flexible to meet with you in person or at the office at 204 West 4th Street. Give them a call for insurance changes, payments, claims, or service requests.
Craving something boss level delicious? Come out to Boss Pizza and Chicken, where flavor meets delicious and delicious meets drooling. Your taste buds won't be the same when you taste the bold flavors of Boss Pizza and Chicken. From crispy chicken to juicy burgers to handcrafted specialty pizzas, Boss has it all. Serving lunch and dinner Monday through Sunday starting at 11 o'clock. That's why they're the boss. Boss Pizza and Chicken, just waiting to crush your cravings.
And back on our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show, as it's the Yankton Gazelles with a 6-9 record coming in this one, and the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, who are currently 3-4 on the season. Gazelles were in action just moments ago here, as earlier in the day they took on Spearfish in a victory, 15-2 your final score. And in that one, your final stats, Callie Koletsky went 1 for 1 with a single and 4 walks. Ava Gerard went 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. Isabel Gurney, of course, 1 for 1 with a grand slam to walk it off. Jocelyn Burns went 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Kyra Churchman went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. September Rao went 1 for 3 with a single and a sac fly. Brooklyn King had a couple of hits, both of which were singles, going 2 for 4. Isabel Sheldon also went 2 for 4 with a single and her first home run of the season. And Madison Musfeldt, as the designated player, went 0 for 2, but did reach twice on a walk and ended up scoring in that final inning of action. Eliza Gurney, 0 for 3, did reach on an error and score. And Olivia Puck was walked in her lone plate appearance, ended up scoring in that 5th inning. The Gazelles, in that one, they put up a lot of runs. It was 15 runs, 14 base hits. Now, they had 5 errors in the field, and they left a lot on base. They left 10 runners on base through 5. But either way, you can overlook everything when you come away with a victory on the field. And again, we're probably looking close to about a 2:30 first pitch here, as it's kind of just a as quick as you can get everyone set up, get the umpires swapped out, and as soon as everyone's ready to roll is when we are going to roll with it and get the game rolling, as it's time for your starting lineups that are brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermilion. For all your heating and cooling needs, it's Larry's Heating and Cooling anytime, any day, as we'll open with the visitors on the scoreboard, the 3-4 Sturgis Brown Scoopers, coached by Kayleen Selfridge. Leading things off will be the shortstop. It's number 11, Avery Anderson. In the circle to start for the Scoopers is number 4, Jana Johnston. Behind home plate catching, number 13, Tylee Bestien. And in the cleanup spot for the Scoopers, the left fielder, number 12, it's Carson Anderson. Batting 5th and in center field, number 7, Kiara Killinger. At third base, batting 6th, number 14, Adeline Kraft. Right fielder, number 5, Sydney Andrzejewski. Batting 8th at first base is number 15, Stella Smith. And the designated player for the Scoopers, and rounding off the batting lineup, number 3 is Hannah Welke. Also playing the field will be number 8, Brinley Heikes at second base. The reserves for Sturgis Brown include Skylar Legner, Peyton Whitcraft, and Taven Dunn. Now your starting lineups for the Yankton Gazelles. Leading things off in center field is number 3, Callie Koletsky. Batting second in left field, number 8, Ava Gerard. At shortstop, batting third, number 2, it's Jocelyn Burns. For the first time of the season at third base, it's the cleanup hitter, number 23, Kyra Churchma. The designated player for the Gazelles, hitting 5th, number 6, Brooklyn King. And behind home plate will be number 10, the catcher, Isabel Sheldon. Back at first base and batting 7th is number 1, Madison Musfeld. In right field, batting 8th, number 22, Eliza Gurney. And in the circle again for Yankton, the pitcher, number 29, Reese Gary. Also playing the field for Yankton will be number 9, Olivia Puck. She will be at second base. The reserves for the Gazelles include Jordan Kudera, Brooke Devine, Hannah Chrisman, September Rao, Keely Mosier, Emma Sloan, Isabel Gurney, and Brenna Elwood. Again, we are getting closer to first pitch here as Yankton should be the home team on the scoreboard. That is what it looked like. Of course, we will see if that ends up being the case or not here. It's always, tough to tell at a neutral site until you actually get the players out on the field. But Yankton should be in the field first, as that's the way it was in JV as well. For the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, wearing all black jersey and pants trimmed out in red and white. For the Gazelles, all white jerseys and pants, they are trimmed out in red, as Yankton looks to close up their weekend with another win here, 6-9 on the season, trying to inch closer to a 500 record on the season, as the head coaches and the umpires will meet over home plate. And it is just about game time, as before we send it to break, we'll watch our one replay we had of last game, and an impressive catch it was by Jocelyn Burns at shortstop. It was a line drive, just launched off the bat, sent towards Jocelyn Burns, and she hits it initially, and the ball bounces in the air, and as she's diving, she regains control and pulls it in. So that is our one replay from last game. All replays brought to you by Yankton Winnelson. We'll step aside for a moment, and when we return, leading things off should be the Sturgis Brown Scoopers with Avery Anderson, Jana Johnson on deck, and Tylee Bestien in the hole. It's all here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Doctors Lane, Reed, and Cole Swatsky make up the SWAT Chiropractic team. Check out their new location at 2000 Summit Street, Yankton, South Dakota. At SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, they'll treat your neck and back pain, headaches and migraines, plantar fasciitis, sciatica, sports injuries, elbow, knee, rotator cuff, nerve injuries, and more. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy. Let them get you ready for wherever life leads you.
There's a whole new world out there. It's called the off-road, and it's waiting to be explored in a Polaris. So gear up to make every moment count with the Polaris off-road vehicle. The new Polaris models are now available at Stockman's Motorsports in Yankton. No matter the weather, get ready to tackle all the trails. With machines like these, your world just gets bigger. Stop in at Stockman's Motorsports today to learn more about the epic new Polaris off-road lineup.
Imagine working for a successful global business with customers in 140 countries. That's Vishay Intertechnology, a Fortune 1000 maker of electronic componentry. Now imagine a company of that size with that kind of stability and a caring family-like environment. Learn more about what you can do at Vishay by visiting VishayCareers.com. Vishay is an equal opportunity employer. Vishay, the DNA of tech.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And back to the field as we'll close out of our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show. It is about game time here as the Gazelles in the field here as we load up our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard here for the Yankton Gazelles and the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. And in the circle to open for Yankton will be Reese Gary. Behind home plate, Isabel Sheldon. And Reese Gary in the last game, just a very good performance. She pitched 4 innings, gave up only 2 runs, both of which, though, were unearned and had 6 strikeouts, no walks. Again, in her last 17 innings she has pitched, she has only given up 2 walks, and it certainly helped her team win 3 of their last 4 now. And so it is officially game time here. And the Scoopers will open up the top of the first. It's Avery Anderson at the plate with Jana Johnston on deck and Tylee Bestien in the hole. Gazelles in the field in their all-white jersey and pants as right away we've got a base hit lifted into left field and a single off the bat of Avery Anderson. Didn't take long to get our first base hit, and we are officially into game time. So now Jana Johnston at the plate. She'll be pitching in the bottom half of innings. A pitcher's duel here between her and Gary. And now a bunt. She'll lay it down. It's going to be a tough one over to first. She'll outrun it. That'll be a base hit for Jana Johnston off of the bunt. Placed it perfectly, and a quick 2 runners here for the Scoopers. Tylee Bestien at the plate. Got runners on first and second, no outs. Scoopers looking to score first here early in the game. Gary and this Gazelles defense with some work to do now as Reese hits the outside zone. Oh, 1 the count here. Yankton feeling like they definitely need to get an out and possibly without the runners moving. That one misses outside. 1-1, it makes your count. So again, Sheldon remains behind home plate here for Yankton. And Churchma, for the first time of the year, not as a catcher or designated player, hitting only. She'll be at third here to open our game. And a line drive, it's sent up the middle. Koletsky fields it, and the throw home is not going to make it in time. An RBI single for Tylee Bestien. The bats are absolutely rolling here early for Sturgis Brown. No outs. They've got 3 hits and a run scored. Now the cleanup hitter, Carson Anderson at the plate with runners on first and third. And that one slow. It's blocked forward by Sheldon. It was an off-speed pitch and just fell in front of the plate there. Tylee Bestien will take second. It's ball 1 here at the plate for Anderson. That one finds it. 1-1. And now Yankton, it's already a deficit for them here early as the Scoopers, again, a high-scoring team. It was kind of a shock to see them falling to Mitchell 4-6 in a low scorer. And now a grounder up through the middle. Another base hit for Sturgis Brown, and no play at home here as both will score. And taking off for second is Carson Anderson. A 2 RBI single. The Scoopers already within 1 run of their total from all of last game. The Scoopers have opened up our first inning with 4 straight base hits. Now Kiera Killinger at the plate. She'll foul off the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Yankton needing to get something rolling here on defense as still no outs and a runner on second. And that one, a slow dribbler down the third base line, and no play on it for the Gazelles. It was just perfectly placed off of the swinging bunt. So Carson Anderson over to third. Kiera Killinger now on first. It is 5 straight base hits to open here for the Scoopers. Adeline Kraft now at the plate here. Has runners on first and third, yet no outs here. 3-0 on our Fox Stop scoreboard. That pitch comes across high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes here. And that one scooped up. Sheldon fires it down, and Burns scoops it up. Reaching safely at second there is Kiera Killinger. So now a couple opportunities here for the Scoopers. 2-0 the count. And now a 3-0 count. Reese did not have a walk last game, and on Tuesday when she pitched a full 7 also didn't have a walk, but now faces a 3-0 count here with Adeline Kraft, and it is ball 4, bases loaded, no outs here. What an opening first inning of action for these Sturgis Brown Scoopers. As now Gary finds his zone with that one. Sydney Andrzejewski now at the plate. The 7th hitter in Sturgis Brown's lineup here. And takes a ball there, 1-1. So Yankton's bats are going to have to come to life early in this one here as they trail 3-0. As we're looking for out number 1 in our first inning. That one fouled back. 1-2, it'll make the count, and Gary an opportunity to try and take this first out herself. One ball, 2 strikes here. Reese Gary working against Sydney Andrzejewski. Next one comes in high. 2-2, the count even up at. If you're Yankton on a grounder, got to send it 4 unless not a good opportunity to get the out. And another foul ball here, 2-2, the count remains. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gary sends it in again and just barely misses it. Count is now full, 3-2. The payoff pitch, nowhere to put the hitter as that one lofted high up into center field. Koletsky's going back, and it bounces off the fence. This one's going to be extra bases. No, it's just going to be an RBI single. And heading for home, the tag. Yes, they'll get her. As we've got the replay here, brought to you by Yankton Winnelson, second generation family owned and supporting the local community, including Yankton Athletics since 1981. That one was nearing a grand slam on the field. So Carson Anderson scores. Kiera Killinger is thrown out at home. Adeline Kraft up to second, and Sydney Andrzejewski with the furthest hit single we've seen in a while. And now that one hit hard into left field, and Ava Gerard pulls it in for out number 2. And Yankton feels like maybe getting their bearings here, as 4 runs have been scored off of 6 base hits already for these Scoopers. They put up 4 runs all of last game. They've got 4 in the first inning here. It's Hannah Welke now at the plate, the 9th hitter in the lineup and a designated player. Grounder over to shortstop. Burns gets it to third, and Kyra Churchman makes the stretch, and it is going to be a 6-5 put away But Yankton now with some work to do at the plates as Sturgis Brown put up 4 runs off of 6 base hits, no errors in the field, and 2 left on base as we send it to the bottom half of the first inning. Leading things off for the Gazelles when we return, it'll be Callie Koletsky with Ava Gerard on deck and Jocelyn Burns in the hole. It's all here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Whoa. I knew I should have had those brakes checked. At Graham Tire, it's all about safety. Tire mounting, balancing, wheel alignment, and shocks and struts and batteries, oil changes, and lube service. Graham Tire does these every day. And there's over an acre of tires. Graham Tire has them all, big and small. Tires for cars, trucks, campers, trailers, big rigs, and tracks. Honesty and integrity is a matter of pride since 1951. Graham Tire, Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency values family. Our agency has been family-run for over 60 years. We pride ourselves on excellent, knowledgeable customer service. This day and age, everyone is so eager to have an immediate response with a quote. But at Midwest Insurance, we take our time and evaluate your assets and make sure you are properly insured. We take those what-ifs very seriously. As we continue on our family business with hopes of our children, Brooke or Jet, taking over in the future, we will continue to be there for you always. Come be a part of our family. Midwest Insurance Agency, 3016 Piper Street, Yankton.
And after our first half inning of action, it's 4-0 Sturgis Brown, an early lead as those bats just came to life. 6 base hits in the first inning, 4 runs, and now Yankton, some work to do at the plates here as Callie Koletsky to lead things off, the center fielder for Yankton. Ava Gerard on deck, Jocelyn Burns in the hole. They work against Jana Johnston, who will be sending it in for the Scoopers. And off of the glove of Johnston, and Koletsky will reach safely. She's got some wheels. That's another one we're not counting as an error because it was a reaction to knock the ball down. And luckily there for Jana Johnston, just hitting her glove as that one sent right back up the middle from Koletsky. Brings up Ava Gerard, and Yankton now a base runner. And a chance to put up some runs of their own. And Koletsky's going to take off for second, slides in safely. It was a swing and a miss here at the plate. Tylee Bestian with the throw down to second, the catcher here for the Scoopers. 0-1 the count here for Ava Gerard, as that one bounces off the plate. 0-2 now the count. Gazelles are swinging and ready to hit the ball, as they certainly hit the ball in their last game against Spearfish. 0-2 the count here. Johnston the advantage, and it's rung up for strike 3. Gerard will be retired in 3 pitches. So now Jocelyn Burns to the plate here for Yankton. Has a runner on second, 1 out she faces. Burns at the plate, Churchma on deck, Callie Koletsky on second. That one hits the outside zone, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch here, and Burns fouls it off. It nearly was a dribbler down the third baseline. She's probably all right with it going foul. So 0-2 now the count here as Johnston has just come in firing strikes here to open our game. And Burns sits on it, again rung up for strike 3. Twice in a row for the Gazelles as Johnston now 2 strikeouts. And it brings up Kyra Churchma to the plate. Churchma faces 2 outs with a runner on second and immediately puts it into play off of the glove at third. Over to shortstop. The relay to first. No. Off of the error. Yankton's looking to score on this one. They will. Callie Koletsky. I know I've said it before, but she is just as fast as they come. Yankton gets on the board with a run. And Kyra Churchma reaches on the error. Yankton, though, just looking to get runs any way possible, and Brooklyn King now steps up to the plate. King with a runner in scoring position with Churchma at second. Isabel Sheldon awaits on deck. A swing and a miss there from King. Again, Jana Johnston has pretty much thrown nothing but strikes here to open our game. She's also 1 for 1 at the plate. A great start for her as a swing and a miss there from King. 0-2, she's down in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. 4-1, Yankton trails. At the plate is Brooklyn King. And sits on that one. It's just high, not missing by much. 1-2, it makes the count. And a swing and a miss, as that will be strike 3. Jana Johnson takes all 3 outs herself, as after our first inning of action, it is 4-1. Sturgis Brown leads the Yankton Gazelles, and leading things off for the Scoopers is their leadoff hitter in Avery Anderson. Yankton in that one, 1 run, scored off of 1 hit, 1 error in the field, and 1 left on base. Coming up, our second inning of action.
Welcome to JR's Oasis, your one-stop food and gas shop. Proud to serve Phillips 66 regular, premium, and diesel fuel. After fueling, go inside for slushies and shakes, ice cream cones, and now offering a full line of healthy, chilled items and snacks. JR's hot menu is great for breakfast, lunch, and supper, featuring the famous Hammer Breakfast Sandwich and fresh hand patty burgers. Try the new Cafe Tango frozen coffees for that extra boost of deliciousness. JR's Oasis, East Highway 50, Yankton.
Top of the second inning here. Yankton back in the field and hoping for a good inning here. Now, the thing is, it's not like they played poor in the field here in that first inning. It was 6 base hits for the Scoopers. There was no errors on Yankton, but Sturgis Brown put up 4 runs off of those 6 base hits and looks to add on to it as Avery Anderson for the second time at the plate. 1-0 the count here. That one, a ball. Gary working against Anderson for the second time already in this game. And Anderson, a dribbler over to second, bobbled, and there is an error on Yankton. So Anderson will reach off of the error. And it brings up Jana Johnson to the plate. Tylee Bestien on deck. A runner on first, no outs, and Yankton did not get an out in the field until Kiera Killinger was thrown out at home. That was the 7th hitter, though, off of the 7th hit in the lineup for Sturgis Brown. Johnston sits on the first pitch. It's called strike 1. She's 1 for 1 in the game with a single. That one got away from Reese. 1-1 the count. One and 1 your count here with no outs and a runner on first. Johnston, another ball here, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here. Gary sends it home, and the throw down to first here. Sheldon sends it out. Was a bunt that was pulled back there for ball 3 from Johnston's bat. Both of these teams have had a busy weekend as that one lofted high up. Callie Koletsky is going to find herself under it, and that is brought in for an out. As already a quicker out than the last time around, and Yankton certainly doesn't want to give up any runs here in the second inning as they trail 3 already. Tylee Bestien now at the plate with Carson Anderson on deck. It's the 3-4 hitters in the lineup for the Brown Scoopers. One out, and that one a hard hit grounder. It gets through into left field, a base hit, as Tylee Bestien now 2 for 2 in the game. Anderson to second. Bestien now on first, and Carson Anderson, the cleanup hitter, with runners on first and second. 1 out only she faces. And the Scoopers, another scoring opportunity. That one into the outside zone. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Right down the middle, 0-2 now. So Anderson now going to have to protect the plate. 0-2 the advantage for Gary. We'll see how Reese decides to play this one. Looking for out number 2 for her team and her first strikeout of the game. Just misses outside. It's a good miss from Gary. One ball, 2 strikes, and an out. Gary, another one, as that's fouled off, and our count will stay the same. So fighting at the plate here is Carson Anderson for the Scoopers. The 1-2, a late swing, and props to Anderson there. She initially wasn't going to swing, but she realized that it was a changeup, decided to swing because otherwise it was getting called for strike 3, and able to fight it off. And Gary, another strike thrown that gets fouled off as she continues firing away for Yankton here. The 1-2 yet again, a swing and a miss, and now no run will happen because there's runners on first and second. It's out number 2 here. A needed out number 2, and Reese Gary takes that one herself. Her first strikeout in this one. So runners on first and second here for the Scoopers. 2 outs they face, and at the plate, Kiara Killinger, who's also 1 for 1 to open our game. That one, a swing and a miss. Gary has found her rhythm again, seems like. And that's Coach Muth said in our post game is she just gets better the more she plays. Whether it's after the first inning, whether it's the second game of the day, and now this one fouled off, an 0-2 advantage for Gary, or whether it's from beginning of season to now. And there's a lot of faith in her from her coaches as well as her teammates. Now up 0-2 in the count against the 5th hitter in the Scoopers lineup as Killinger trying to push some runs across here for the Scoopers. Lofts it up, it's in the air, and a diving effort made by Madison Musfeld at first to bring in out number 3. So Yankton gets a much-needed defensive effort. No runs for the Scoopers off of no hits, 1 error in the field, and 2 left on base. For the Gazelles, they trail 3 entering the bottom of our second inning. Leading off when we return is Isabel Sheldon, followed by Madison Musfeld and Eliza Gurney, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in their lineup.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
From simple sniffles to complex health conditions, the primary care providers at Yankton Medical Clinic will not only see you for your annual visits, screenings, and preventative care, but also provides care for the entire family, from pediatrics to adults. With 4 clinic locations and 15 outreach locations throughout South Dakota and Nebraska, compassionate, quality medical care is closer than you think. For more information on providers, services, and locations, visit our website, yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
And back to the field, bottom of the second inning, it's Isabel Sheldon at the plate here for the Yankton Gazelles as they trail 4-1 on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. Johnston continues firing strikes, and it's fouled off the bat of Sheldon. Our scoreboard brought to you by the Fox Stop of Yankton at the corner of West City Limits Road and 30th Street, Yankton. It's a full-service convenience store with hot food, Godfather's Pizza, personal pizzas, sandwiches, munchies, and beverages. Pay at the pump, gas and diesel fuel, firewood and propane exchange. Sheldon sits on a called strike 2 here. 0-2 she now faces, will have to protect as Johnston, again, just throwing nothing but strikes it seems like, and Sheldon fouls that one back. Sheldon hit her first home run of the season earlier today. Now faces an 0-2 count in her first at bat of this one, and digs it out of the dirt, trying to run this one out. Reaches on the error. Sheldon out here golfing and reaches on the error. Anyway on. As Madison Musfelt now at the plate here. And we'll have a courtesy runner in her place. It's going to be Brooke Devine here for the Gazelles now on first. As Madison Musfelt at the plate. Took a couple of walks earlier in the day. And now has a runner on with no outs. Eliza Gurney awaits on deck. And Musfelt tries getting the bunt down. It's fouled back 0-1. Oh, 1 your count here. Musfelt at the plate. On first stands Brooke Devine. And another bunt attempt as that one fouled back as well. And so Johnston now the 0-2 advantage in the count. As Musfelt will fight in there and protect the plate. Johnston shakes off the first pitch, agrees on the second, winds up, sends it in on the 0-2, and it's outside the throw here. They're going to get her at second. Brooke Devine is thrown out. Tylee Bestian with a great throw from home. And Yankton just lost its runner. 1-2 now the count. 1 out, no runners on now. As Musfelt held off. And it's called for ball 2. That one was close. You can tell it's close when there's 2 strikes and the batter immediately looks back at the umpire to see the call. A 2-2 count here for Musfelt as she lofts that one up into shallow center field, and it's brought in for out number 2. So now 2 outs here for the Gazelles, who initially had a leadoff runner. Eliza Gurney now stands in at the plate. Her first at bat here of this game with Reese Gary on deck. Jana Johnson, first pitch low and outside, ball 1. Gurney, the lone lefty in this batting lineup for Yankton. Faces 2 outs, fouls that one off, 1-1 your count. And Yankton coming off a game which saw them with over 10 hits, right now with 1, as they're trying to fight back in it down 3. And Gurney sits on that one, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Talk about good placement there for Jana Johnston of Sturgis. That's a tough one to hit as a hitter, but it's right there. 1-2 now, and a swing and a miss as Johnston will get strikeout number 4 in the game. Yankton closes out at the plate with no runs, no hits, 1 error in the field, and none left on base. For the Scoopers, they hang on to their 4-1 lead after no runs were put up at all in that second inning in total. For the Scoopers, leading off when we return is their 6th hitter, Adeline Kraft, right here on Yankton Streaming on YouTube.
If you're into hunting, fishing, towing, or just want to blaze the trail, All Seasons has ATVs, UTVs, dirt bikes, and scooters from quality brands like Honda, Yamaha, and CF Moto. Needing watercraft? All Seasons has a large selection of quality boats and wave runners, and we take pride in service after the sale. We have friendly certified technicians that will winterize, summarize, diagnose, and repair your power sports equipment. In business for over 20 years for good reasons. We're All Seasons, Power Sports and Marine in Yankton.
After our first 2 innings, it's 4-1. Sturgis currently leads Yankton here at Cadwell Park in Mitchell, South Dakota. The Gazelles coming off a win earlier today. Sturgis Brown coming off a loss to Mitchell earlier today. And trying to wrap up the weekends here with a win on each side. Adeline Kraft will lead off this inning for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. Sydney Andrzejewski on deck and Stella Smith in the hole. It is the top of the 3rd. Here's that one sent in high, ball 1. And that one comes in low, ball 2. So a 2-0 count for Adeline Kraft, who has walked in her first at-bat of the game. And that one lofted high up to right field it goes. Gurney an opportunity, and she pulls it in for the out. That is the first time Yankton has gotten the leadoff hitter of the Scoopers. It's always such a good feeling if you can get that first out here. Sydney Andrzejewski now at the plate with Stella Smith on deck. 1 out, no runners on. That one sent in, 0-1 the count here. Andrzejewski hit a single in her lone at bat of this game so far, and this time lofts it up. Sheldon, a chance at it, and last second somehow finds it. Sheldon had no idea it was anywhere near her, and all of a sudden she just turned around as we've got another replay brought to you by Yankton Winnelson. Good reaction timing there from Isabel Sheldon as she brings it in for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here. And at the plate is Stella Smith for the Scoopers. Yankton looking for a 3 up, 3 down inning here in the field, and that one sent outside, ball 1. One your count here. And that one just high, ball 2. Well, scoreboard's reading we've got a strike. It's either 2-0 or 1-1. I thought it was 2-0. We'll wait and see. A swing and a miss there. That's for sure a strike. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll adjust my scoreboard here. 1-2. Gary leads Stella Smith in the at-bat. Looking for a great defensive effort, and a line drive sent hard into left field. It's a base hit here for the Scoopers as they look to try a 2-out rally here. Brings up Hannah Welke to the plate. 8 base hits already in the game for Sturgis Brown. Hannah Welke earlier in the game grounded out. That was the 6-5 put away as Jocelyn Burns picked it up at short, sent it over to third, and got the lead runner for out number 3. One ball, no strikes here as Reese Gary continues throwing it for the Gazelles. And a swing and a miss there, 1-1. One and one your count here. Welke looking to keep her team at the plate. Ball 2 there. Now a 2-1 count here. 3-1 count. Waiting on deck is the top of the lineup for the Scoopers and Avery Anderson. And if she bats, she'll have batted in all 3 of our first 3 innings. 3-1 the count, and it's ball 4, a walk. The Scoopers with a couple of runners, and they get to the top of their lineup. Reese Gary with her second walk, and I believe we've got a courtesy runner coming in. Place of Stella Smith. It is going to be Taven Dunn. So Taven Dunn running in place as Avery Anderson, the leadoff hitter for the Scoopers, at the plate here. She's got runners on first and second, but works with 2 outs. Yankton looking for a second shutout inning here in the field, but now having to work against the top of the Scoopers lineup. Sturgis Brown looking to add on to that lead as that one sent over to second, picked up, no! Dropped and an error. Base is now loaded with 2 outs. Nowhere to put another runner. Jana Johnston now at the plate. Yankton with their second error of the game. Jana Johnson, bases loaded, 2 outs here. And Gary finds his own 0-1. A huge at-bat right now here early in the top of the 3rd inning. The 0-1 and a grounder, hard hit. Burns picks it up, gets it to 3rd in time, gets the force out, and that will wrap up the top of the 3rd. No runs for the Scoopers here in this one, off of 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left on base. Yankton keeps this one at 4-1 and heads to the plate. Leading off when we return will be Reese Gary, the 9th hitter in the lineup, and then Yankton's top of the order. It's all on the way on Yankton streaming on YouTube.
Do you like to read? I love to read. So does Raven Books, your unique bookstore in Yankton, where you'll find thousands of books from brand new to gently used oldies but goodies, all at unbeatable prices. Trade in your old favorites for credit and be able to explore something new. Whether you're a casual reader or a bookworm, Raven Books is your next chapter, located at 804 Bill Baggs Road. Raven Books, where every book finds a home.
Bottom of the 3rd inning here, and Yankton trailing 4-1. Reese Gary, her first at-bat of the game. And it'll be Gary, followed by Callie Koletsky and Ava Gerard. Yankton put up 1 run in that first inning off of 1 hit. Looking to get the bats rolling here as a swing and a miss there from Gary, 0-1 the count. Jana Johnson has done a nice job here for the Scoopers. 4 strikeouts, no walks, and really has just forced Yankton to hit the ball. That one comes in high, ball 1. One and one your count here. Gary working against Johnston. Another pitcher's duel is that one. Thought about swinging was Gary. Holds off. It's ball 2. Every time you see that little twitch, they were about ready to roll. 2-1, now 3-1. A great count here for Reese Gary as she and her team looking to get some runners and narrow this gap of a 3-run deficit. 3 balls, 1 strike. Johnston has not walked a batter yet, and after that pitch, it's going to stay that way. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is now full. The 3-2 count here. Jana Johnston winds up after choosing her pitch, and it's in for strike 3. She's got number 5 in the game, and it brings up Callie Koletsky. So it's the top of Yankton's lineup here. Callie Koletsky at the plate. She'll be in the left-handed batter's box here to start this at bat, and tries getting that one down. It's fouled back, 0-1 the count. Not too uncommon that we see Koletsky into the left-handed side with either a slap hit or slap bunt attempt. Faces an 0-2 count and offered, and now she's down 0-2 in the count, and this is usually when we see her head to the right-handed side of the box, and that's exactly what she's going to do here. 0-2, she's down in the count as Ava Gerard awaits on deck. Johnston with it. It's sent in low and away. The 1-2 count here as Koletsky puts it into play. To right field it goes, and it's brought in for out 2. So Yankton right now really looking for some base hits. Right now, just 1 in the game, and it was the first at-bat of the game for Yankton with Koletsky. Ava Gerard now steps up to the plate. No swing on the first, and it's ball 1. Ava Gerard was a very efficient 3 for 4 in her last game. And now the count even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs, no runners on here. Ava Gerard at the plate and fouls that one off. Right back down into the plate it goes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 count here. Johnston winds up, fires it in. And a close one, but it is ball 2. Two your count. 2 outs. Ava Gerard at the plate and fouls it off. Yankton looking for a 2-out rally here. Another 2-2 pitch here from Johnston, and it's outside, ball 3. The payoff pitch here, Jana Johnston with a 3-2 count against Ava Gerard, and Gerard again fouls one off. So Gerard fighting in well at the plate. Another 3-2 and misses low, a walk here. And that is the first of the game for Jana Johnston. Yankton's now got a base runner with Jocelyn Burns at the plate. They'd love to take advantage of it. Burns fouls that one back, 0-1 the count. A 1-year count. Burns at the plate here. And a hard hit grounder off of the glove of shortstop, and Gerard is going to stay put at second. Kyra Churchman now at the plate with 2 outs and 2 runners on. The right base hit could score a couple. As Gerard over to second, Jocelyn Burns will reach on the error. 1 error in each inning in the field for these Sturgis Brown Scoopers. And Churchman lines it hard into left field, but it's going to be right into the glove of the Scoopers for out number 3, and that wraps up our 3rd inning. Yankton with no runs off of no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base here. We're headed to our 4th inning of action with these Scoopers back at the plate. Leading things off will be their 3rd hitter in the lineup in Tylee Bestian with Carson Anderson on deck. That's all coming up here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Weather around here gets pretty crazy. Are you sure the weather hasn't caused damage to your roof? Let Justice at H&H Roofing in Yankton take any roof damage worries away. He'll come and inspect your roof. Even if you've had an inspection, get a second opinion or re-inspection for your peace of mind. H&H Roofing has built their reputation on working to satisfy homeowners for years. Family owned and operated. H&H Roofing is bonded and insured. Contact Justice today.
Dive into the delicious all-you-can-eat Asian buffet, featuring mouth-watering Asian cuisine like broccoli beef, General Chicken, sesame chicken, so much more. Or choose from a fresh selection of meats, noodles, rice, vegetables, Asian-inspired sauces, and watch them sizzle on the Mongolian grill. Plus tantalizing desserts, including ice cream. Get your fill at King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, North Broadway, Yankton.
And back to the field, top of the 4th inning, as Tylee Bestian will open up our inning of action. And the first pitch low, ball 1. Bestian is 2 for 2 in this game, 2 singles. That one finds its way to the zone, 0-1. Or excuse me, 1-1 the count. And the next pitch comes in high, ball 2. And Bestian now with the 2-1 count, sits on a called strike 2. Reese Gary an opportunity to take away an out here by herself. In the last inning, Yankton did get the leadoff runner, trying to do so again here as Bestian working against Gary. It's fouled off and out of play it'll go. So our count at 2-2 here. Scoopers lead 4-1. And that one a line drive. It's going to go into shallow center field. It drops, a base hit. That is now the 9th base hit already for the Scoopers in the game. They've got a hit in every single inning so far. As Carson Anderson now steps up to the plate. Sits on that one. It's a strike number 1. So Yankton gave up 4 runs in the first inning. In the last 2 innings of play, has not given up any. As that one lofted high up towards left field into foul territory. Ava Gerard, though, able to bring it in for the catch, and the runner will stay put at first. A great effort by Gerard in left field. So Ava Gerard made up some ground there. Goes into foul territory to bring in the catch and will keep the runner put. Can't ask for much more from your left fielders. It brings up Kiera Killinger now, who's 1 for 2 at the plate. Tries putting down the bunt offered. Now a throw down to first. And reaching back safely will be Tylee Bestian. Bestian, by the way, on first is 3 for 3 in the game. Talk about a start for her. So Killinger now working against no 1 count after that bunt attempt. And a swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count. Gary the advantage in the circle. Last inning, Yankton got out of a pickle, which saw them with bases loaded but didn't give up any runs. Now they've got 1 runner on the 0-2 count. It's hit up, and will it stay in play? It'll stay in the field of play in foul territory where it drops as just past where Musfelt could get. It drops. 0-2, your count remains. Gary trying to get one snuck by Killinger here. Killinger looking for her 2nd base hit of the game. The 1-2. Excuse me, 0-2. Now it is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here. Killinger at the plate. Has a runner on first. That one hit into right center. Callie Koletsky able to make up the ground and pull it in for another out. And Adeline Kraft now at the plate. Yankton just looking for 1 final out here. As we are nearing our halfway point, we'll have our mid-game stat breakdown brought to you by Grassland Heating and Cooling. As Adeline Kraft, a hard-hit grounder, that's going to get through, and into left field it goes. Over to second moves Bestian. And Adeline Kraft a single, her 1st hit of the game. That is now base hit number 10 already for the Scoopers. 10 hits to 1, Scoopers over the Gazelles. The fact that it's 4-1 right now, probably not too bad. As Sydney Andrajeski at the plate here, 0-1. Excuse me. I was looking down at my paper. It sounded like strike. I believe it was timeout called. I was trying to get all my stats correct. And that one just outside, ball 2. So 2-0 our count here. 2 balls, no strikes here. Gary sends it in, a swing and a miss there. Yankton again trying to force a no-run inning here by these Sturgis Brown Scoopers. 2-1 your count at the plate. Andrzejewski. It's low in the dirt for ball 3. And now, Yankton trying to avoid a walk, which would load the bases. On deck awaits Stella Smith, who's 1 for 2, and is the 8th hitter in the lineup for Sturgis Brown. The 3-1 makes it 3-2. Count is now full. Gary trying to take it herself and pick up strikeout number 2 in the circle. And the 3-2, a grounder back up to Gary, and she'll get the throw over. It is a 1-3 put away as Yankton again avoids giving up runs while runners were on. No runs off of 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base in that inning of action for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. It's now time for your mid-game stat breakdown presented by Grassland Heating and Cooling, your local Bosch home comfort dealer. Welcome to the family. For Sturgis Brown, they lead 4-1 over the Gazelles. 10-1 base hits right now. 3 errors in the field by the Scoopers, 2 in the field by Yankton. The Scoopers have left 9 on base, Yankton only 3. And the Scoopers with a 3-4 record, Yankton a 6-9 record. This has been your mid-game stat breakdown brought to you by Grassland Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Coming up when we return, leading things off for Yankton will be Brooklyn King.
Larson Carpet has all your flooring needs. Step into their showroom to see a wide selection of all types of flooring. They have soft and luxurious carpet that's sure to bring comfort to your home. Stylized tile to make any room pop. Different color options of hardwood to make matching easy. And convenient vinyl plank for when spills happen. Of course, with the best customer service in the area. Their knowledgeable staff will make sure to answer any questions you might have. Larson Carpet, 212 Walnut.
Back to the field here. It's the bottom of the 4th inning of action. Brooklyn King at the plate for the Gazelles. And on deck is Isabel Sheldon. Yankton really wanting to get their bats rolling here, as it's been a little bit of a struggle as King will sit on the first called strike. Only 1 base hit for Yankton so far, and just only a couple hours removed from a game that saw them with over 10 hits. King reaching on that one, 0-2 now. Jana Johnston looking for strikeout 6 here. Brooklyn King looking to get on base for the Gazelles. And that one just misses outside, and we've seen a few on that outside edge get called here. That is perfect placement if you're Jana Johnston. Good eyes, though, by King, no swing. 1-2 now, and it's fouled off here. She'll stay in there for at least one more. Feels like this Gazelles team is just needing something to jumpstart this offense. And that one in the dirt, a swing and a miss, and the throw down to first gets there in time, and 1 up, 1 down here. Johnston with strikeout number 6 in the game. So King strikes out. Sheldon now at the plate. 0 for 1 did reach off of the error. Again, Yankton just needs something to jumpstart this offense. As we've reached our halfway point, we're past the halfway point. 1 base hit for Yankton, 10 for the Scoopers. But again, the fact that it is 4-1 right now, Yankton's just kind of hanging in there, but they're going to need an inning with their bats rolling. Sheldon now down 0-2 in the count as she sits on that one. No balls, 2 strikes here. Sheldon at the plate. Musfeld awaits on deck. And that one in the dirt, scooped up for a ball. And that one, Sheldon is going to ground over 2 right back to Johnston for out number 2. Again, a 1-3 put away, and Yankton with a 2-up, 2-down inning so far, and it brings up Madison Musfelt to the plate. Musfelt looking to start a 2-out rally here for her team. Flew out to center field earlier in the game. That was her lone at bat, now in her second plate appearance. 0-1 the count, 2 outs and no runners on for Musfelt, the first baseman for Yankton. And that one, same spot, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here. Musfelt working at the plate. And that one just about an inch probably further outside. 1-2 again, Johnston. That's right probably where you want to throw it up. 0-2 in the count here. Musfelt a good eye at the plate. And the 1-2, a swing and a miss and strike 3 as Jana Johnston just continues firing in for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers after 4 complete innings of action. It is 4-1, the same score after our first inning, as the Scoopers back at the plate. When we return, their 8th hitter, Stella Smith, to lead things off with Hannah Welke on deck and Avery Anderson in the hole.
Looking to buy a home or maybe sell? Trust the name that puts you first. America's Best Realty. From your first showing to the final signature, their expert agents guide you every step of the way. Fast closings, top market value, and real service you can count on. Your dream home, they will find it. Selling fast, they will make it happen. Call America's Best Realty at 605-260-1600. America's Best Realty, because you deserve the best.
And back on the field, we are 4 innings in, and a relatively low scorer here so far. It's 4-1. And thing is, Scoopers have hit the ball very well, but they've also left 9 on base, Yankton's defense has been very bend, don't break, and then for the Gazelles offense, really just struggling. Their first at bat of the game, they got a single from Callie Koletsky, and since not a hit yet. Stella Smith at the plate here. Swing and a miss on her first attempt. And that's the thing. If Yankton, with a 1-base hit, can keep it 4-1, you're still very much in this game. You need 1 good inning right now. And Yankton just trying to find it at the plate. 0-1 here. And in the dirt for ball 1. So Stella Smith here at the plate, faces a 1-1 count, leading off for the Scoopers. A grounder over to third. Churchma reads the scoop well, and in the dirt is the throw, an error. The Scoopers get another base runner. And now, a bad throw over to Gary, and Stella Smith nearly took second as well. That is error number 3 for Yankton here in the field. Both teams with 3 apiece. And now a courtesy runner. It will be Taven Dunn. And so, I'm not sure. It sounded like someone entering back into the game, but running is Taven Dunn in place of Stella Smith. Outside of that, I'm not noticing necessarily any changes as they'll swap out the softball. And Hannah Welke now at the plate with a runner on first and no outs. Reese Gary continues firing for Yankton here as her team needs some good defense and a bunt attempt. It's right in front of the plate. Sheldon picks it up, and another error. 2 base runners here, no outs, and back to the top of the lineup for the Scoopers. So back-to-back errors here by the Gazelles, and they just need to get something rolling here. It's at the top of Sturgis Brown's lineup. Avery Anderson is 1 for 3. She's reached off of an error twice now, but runners on first and third with no outs. A tight situation for this Gazelles defense, And up the middle it goes. Gary fields it cleanly, gets the throw to first, and it will bring one across here for the Scoopers, who have their first score since the first inning of action. Avery Anderson grounds out. It brings up Jana Johnston to the plate. Has a runner on second, one out. Her team leads now 5-1. The first pitch is low and in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 the count. Johnston working against Gary here, the two pitchers in the game, and now it's an evened up 1-1 count. And right now, Yankton just working against the outs. In the field, feels like takes a while to get each out, and at the plate, just looking for something to get rolling here. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Jana Johnston at the plate. And a bunt attempt that gets pulled back. 3-1 the count. Would be a little surprised to see Johnston bunt in this situation, but if she's fast enough and puts it in the right place, could be a base hit. 3-1 the count here, and a grounder over to second off the glove. The third error of the inning for Yankton. It has just been one of those innings for the Gazelles here, as an error at second. Jana Johnston reaches this time. First and third situation with Tylee Bestian at the plate, who, by the way, is now 3 for 3. Just 1 out for her as she looks to bring some runs home for the Scoopers. And the takeoff for second, it's a late takeoff, and the Gazelles were looking to get the runner from third to take off. Had no actual attempt on Jana Johnston at second, and it was a delayed takeoff. Maybe could have had her. So runners are now on second and third for the third hitter in the lineup for the Scoopers, Tylee Bestian. That one gets by, and a play at home here. Sheldon throws it in as she slides in safely. Hannah Welke gets in. Jana Johnston over to third. And now it's 6-1. Scoopers leading. Two-0 your count here for Tylee Bestian. Now has 1 runner on third and just 1 out. Her team leads 5, and now she's got a 3-0 count. The 3-0 count, and the pitch for Gary finds the zone. 1 strike, 3 balls, and out, a runner on third. Just kind of been a disaster of an inning here for Yankton, looking to get out of this one. And that will be ball 4, and yet again, a 1-3 situation for the Scoopers. That's Gary's third walk of the game, as now Muth is calling for a timeout. It's a Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break. Locally owned for 4 generations. Call them for water softening and purification, salt, reverse osmosis needs, and bottled water. That's Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton, as we will have a swap. Looks like Brenna Elwood is coming in to pitch. Reese Gary will see if she hits or if she has been taken out for Brenna Elwood. We'll step aside for a moment. When we return, Brenna Elwood in the circle for the Gazelles.
Looking for a photo that actually looks like you, but better? At Meridian Photo, we specialize in capturing personality, not just poses. Whether it's headshots, high school seniors, family sessions, or team and individual sports photos, we'll make you look like a legend. We've just landed in the Meridian District of Yankton. Book your session today at meridian-photo.com or give us a call at 605-655-5555. 4598. Meridian Photo. Be you. You deserve it.
Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team specializing in all things heating and cooling, as well as heat and glow gas, wood, and electric fireplaces, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, and all styles of ductless mini-split systems. Whether you are building or remodeling, our team of innovative experts will get you the correct equipment and indoor air quality accessories you need for your home or business. Remember, Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team for all things heating and cooling for the past 77 years. Go Bucks and Gazelles.
And back to the field as Brenna Elwood is now in, and Carson Anderson at the plate, the cleanup hitter for the Scoopers, has runners on first and third. Just one out here as Yankton has given up 3 errors here in the field in this inning alone. They are up to 5 total, have 1 base hit, and again, they're within 5 yet. Next one comes in high, and they throw down to third here as Churchma knocks it down. Bestian will take second. And now a second and third situation with 1 out. Carson Anderson, the left fielder and cleanup hitter for the Scoopers, at the plate. She's 1 for 3, now working against Brenna Elwood, the first batter that she has faced. Next one finds his own, 2-2. So Carson Anderson here against Brenna Elwood. It's the top of the 5th inning. Scoopers lead it 6-1. And a hard hit grounder that gets through to center field. It's going to score 1 here for the Scoopers, who have extended their lead to 7-1. As base hit 11 in the game for Sturgis Brown. Jana Johnson will score. Tylee Bestian over to third. And we have got the largest lead we have seen yet in the game. It's a 6-run lead, 7-1. Scoopers lead. Kara Killinger now at the plate here. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Swing and miss and a delayed takeoff as they'll get the tag out. No, they're not going to get the tag out to second. I'm not quite sure on that one. Muth is going to call a timeout. We're going to watch the replay and see. How close this one is. Yeah, I'm not sure where the miss was. We're going to see what the call is here. I'll let them discuss it here on the field. As of now, runners on second and third with 1 out. This is a important call, and I think the only possible way is if you just say she missed. I'll let the umpires discuss it. We'll await the call, and we'll be back with an answer.
Your local KFC Taco Bell at 2504 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton offers 2 menus combined into 1. Something for everyone at KFC Taco Bell. When your family's hungry and can't decide between crispy chicken and mashed potatoes or tacos, burritos, and protein bowls, well, you don't have to choose. Get the best of both worlds in one stop. Cool down with the legendary Baja Blast Freeze or heat things up with a variety of hot sauces. KFC Taco Bell Yankton. Why pick one when you can have both?
And as we return, they did say out at second, so now a runner on third. With 2 outs here, it's Killinger at the plate. And that one hit high up. It's into right center field. Callie Koletsky and Eliza Gurney nearly colliding, and Koletsky pulls it in. That could have been dangerous, and that wraps up our top of the 5th inning of action. We send it to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Yankton needs some runs. They trail 7-1. And leading off when we return is Eliza Gurney here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
What does FloorTech do? When disaster strikes, water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, Call the team you can trust, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration. They respond fast to protect your home or business and restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve southeast South Dakota and northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls. For 24/7 emergency service, call 800-507-1822. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech or visit them at floortechrestoration.com.
Yankton Rexall in the Meridian District, Yankton, for all your gifts and decor needs. It's the only place in town to find both Hallmark ornaments and cards for any occasion. They also have Willow Tree and Precious Moments collectibles, the perfect anniversary and wedding gifts, nativity scenes, Watkins products, and single Abdallah chocolates. The Yankton Rexall Pharmacy for all your prescription needs. Yankton Rexall at the corner of 3rd and Douglas, downtown Yankton.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Sturgis Brown with a 7-1 lead. Yankton needs to get those bats rolling. One base hit at this point in the game. Eliza Gurney to lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th as Gurney fouls that one up and out of play. It'll bounce. Oh, 1 the count here as Gurney looks for her first base hit. Well, waiting on deck, it will be Brenna Elwood, so just a clean swap. Elwood in for Gary across the board, pitching and hitting. As Gurney right down the third base line. That's a base hit. Gurney's going to round first, and she's going to take off for second. The throw won't make it in time. Eliza Gurney is on second. Thought about heading for third, but she'll stay put, and that just feels like exactly what Yankton needed to get something rolling here. Eliza Gurney, a double, and it brings up now Brenna Elwood to the plate for the first time of the game. Brenna Elwood in her last at-bat was at the JV level, hit a 2-run walk-off home run. No outs and a runner on second, and the top of the lineup on deck. This feels like an inning Yankton absolutely needs to take advantage of and put some runs up. They don't necessarily need all 6 here in this inning. Just to get some and close that gap a little bit would be nice. Elwood sits on the first pitch. 0-1 the count, and now she's seen one from the hands of Jana Johnston, who, by the way, through this far, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and only 1 run given up off of 2 hits. And Elwood hits that one high up into center field. It goes, and it is pulled in for the out. So a fly out to center field, and it brings up Callie Koletsky here for Yankton. With 1 out, Yankton's hit the top of their lineup and a runner on second here. They need a string of hits or just base runners for that matter. And there's one to get things rolling. That one's into center field. Gurney's going to take off for home, and Koletsky's going to take off for second and reach safely. Yankton gets a run. An RBI double for Callie Koletsky. Gurney's going to score it. And Yankton gets their second run of the game. And we'll see if this is the turn of their bats here in this one. Ava Gerard now at the plate has a runner on second, 1 out. Ava misses on the first attempt. Again, this whole time it's just felt like Yankton's ready for or due up for a big inning, and so far have not seen it as that one misses outside. 1-1 your count. But right now you've got a runner on second with just 1 out. You're 2, 3, 4 hitters at the plate, and you've already put up 1 run in this inning. Feels like you've got to have it here, and Gerard fouls it off. 1-2 your count. Shaking off the pitch call is Johnston. She leads 1-2 in the count, and Gerard fouls it off yet again. She's closing in on it. But still needing to protect the plate with a 1-2 count, and Gerard dribbles it over to shortstop. It is fielded cleanly, and an error. Gerard's going to take off for second. Headed for home is Koletsky. They're going to score again. Yankton's offense with some life here as Ava Gerard reaches on the error. Koletsky will score, and Jocelyn Burns now at the plate. Yankton just needed something to go their way, and now they've put up a couple of runs. That is error number 4 in the field here for the Scoopers. And Yankton now up to Jocelyn Burns at the plate. They've put up a couple of runs. And just a very quick Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break here as Coach Selfridge did not take much time in the circle. Maybe just telling her team, hey, relax. We're still up 4. Let's just get some outs here. But Burns at the plate, Kyra Churchma on deck. A serious opportunity for the Gazelles to get themselves right back into it. The first pitch, low for a ball, 1-0 the count. Things starting to get interesting here at Cadwell Park. As Johnston just continues firing away. That one misses outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes here. Jocelyn Burns at the plate 0 for 2, but did reach on an error in her last at bat. That one is good for a strike now, facing a 2-1 count. Burns, multiple games with multiple hits this year. Looking for her first of this one. And right now, it feels like her team needs her. She took a huge cut at that one. And you know what? I don't hate it. You make contact, that one's getting sent a ways. Now you've got one final strike to try and get something. 2-2 the count. As Burns off the top of her bat right up back to Johnston. Gerard is going to take third. And out at first is Jocelyn Burns with Kyra Churchma to the plate. Cleanup hitter for Yankton, Kyra Churchma at the plate. Yankton needs her to come through here and get some more runs on the board as that one hit up, and the diving effort at first. A great effort, just unfortunately just beyond Stella Smith's glove. Unfortunately for the Scoopers, that is. Yankton is happy to see Churchma still at the plate with new life. Awaiting on deck is Brooklyn King for Yankton. Churchma at the plate on third is Ava Gerard. And that one hit high up and over towards third and caught for the third out here. We are through our first five innings of play as Yankton puts up 2 runs off of 2 hits, 1 error and 1 left on base. It is 7-3 now. We've got 2 innings yet to play here. Scoopers back at the plate. When we return, leading things off is the 6th hitter in the lineup in Adeline Kraft.
Hi, I'm Franny Kiefer with the Yankton School District Alumni Association. We strive to create a community of alumni and friends who support extracurricular and educational opportunities in the Yankton School District. Through scholarships, grants, innovative education opportunities, and staff appreciation. With us, you will keep connected to a community of Yankton School District alumni and friends all over. You can help continue to pay it forward and help future graduates. Register today at the Yankton School District Alumni Association website.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we treat our patients like family. We have an experienced and caring dental team. We take the time to make sure you understand your oral health and answer any questions you have about your dental treatments. We take pride in educating our patients. Whether you need fillings, crowns or bridges, dental implants, just a teeth cleaning, or even Botox, come visit us at 1818 Broadway Avenue. And remember, we take care of the entire family.
Look at you, Maddie. And so, Coach Muth letting me know real quick, we've got a couple of changes. September Rao has subbed in at first here. And now at second is Jordan Kudera. Leading off here for the Scoopers will be Adeline Kraft. Pitching for Yankton is Brenna Elwood with Isabel Sheldon behind home plate. And Yankton really is going to need some big efforts here. As the first pitch misses outside. But just with how this game has gone, Yankton, it feels like they probably cannot give up any more runs if they want a chance in this one. 3 runs through the first 5 innings, 3 base hits total. 1-0 the count here, and a big cut at that one from Kraft. 1-1 now your count. The 1-1 pitch here from Elwood comes across high, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here. As Kraft fouls one off. She's 1 for 2, reached on both a walk and a single. Otherwise flew out to right field. It's been a nice day at the plate for her. And quite honestly, it's been a nice day at the plate for almost every single player in this Sturgis Brown lineup. A swing and a miss. Elwood gets a strikeout. Yankton gets the first one swinging. 1 up, 1 down. It brings up Sydney Andrzejewski to the plate. Andrzejewski's 1 for 3 with a single in this game. It'll be her first time facing up against Brenna Elwood, I believe. And an inside pitch nearly got a piece of her. And it is, after looking at the stat sheet, Brenna Elwood only faced against 3 batters so far in the game. Has given up 1 hit, otherwise took out the other 2 as outs. 1-0 the count. Andrzejewski at the plate. Now faces a 2-0 count. Two-all your count here. Elwood working in the circle for Yankton. And now a 3-0 count. And Selfridge, a very clear hold sign here for Andrzejewski, the right fielder. If you're Elwood, you just throw it right down the pipe if you can, and that one does come across low, ball 4. So a base runner now for the Scoopers. Elwood, her first walk of the game. Stella Smith now at the plate with Hannah Welke on deck. Stella Smith has reached on her last 2 at-bats. 1 a single, 1 an error. Took a big cut at that one, misses 0-1. So Jordan Cooter in at second. September Rao in at first. 2 changes for this Gazelles lineup, and been seeing a lot of different changes here lately. The throw down to first, tag won't quite make it in time. 1-1 the count. And a big cut there, 1-2. One and 2 the count, and Brenna Elwood, another strikeout. Coming up big when her team needs her. It's her second of the game and the second of this inning, and it brings up Hannah Welke to the plate. Yankton's defense, outside of 2 innings, hasn't given up any runs. It was just 2 very good innings for the Scoopers. They open up the game with 4 runs off of 6 base hits, and then in the 5th inning, last inning, put up 3 runs, but only 1 base hit in that inning. It was 3 errors, though. A swing and a miss there from Welke. Now an 0-2 lead in the count for Elwood, trying to take all 3 herself. The 0-2 count here for Elwood, and it's lofted up, and the catch made at third by Kyra Churchma. No runs off of no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Scoopers here. Yankton again needing some runs as they're down to their final 6 outs. They trail 4 right now, and leading off when we return, we'll see if it's Brooklyn King or Jordan Cooter. That's coming up on Yankton streaming on YouTube.
Hi, it's Linda. Welcome to my store located at 1101 Broadway in Yankton. The spring and summer clothes are in for the ladies, sizes 4 through 20. Update your closet with the newest fashions and some jewelry. The kids department, sizes 2 to 8, has Under Armour and Mayoral and others. I have baptism gowns and baby clothes 0 to 24 months. Stop in and look around. Gift certificates are available anytime.
And back on the field, it will be Jordan Kudera to lead this inning. Batting in place of Brooklyn King. And Kudera, no swing, it's a strike one. Isabel Sheldon awaits on deck. And we'll see if it's Madison Musfeld or September Rao in the hole. As Kudera fouls that one off, 0-2 now the count. No balls, 2 strikes here. Jana Johnston in the circle, still pitching for Sturgis Brown, and bobbled at shortstop. Kudera's going to reach off the error. And Yankton gets a much-needed base runner. That is the 5th error in the field for the Scoopers, and Yankton just needs to take advantage of every single one from here on out. Isabel Sheldon at the plate, September Rao on deck. And Yankton needing 4 runs to tie it here. 7-3 they trail on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. So 0-1 the count here, because here's the thing, Jana Johnston has only walked 1 batter, and she's just not giving Yankton any opportunity for walks. As 0-2 now the count, another hard hit foul ball here. At the plate is Isabel Sheldon. On deck awaits September Rao, and Yankton needing a string of hits. No balls, 2 strikes here. Kudera on first. At the plate is Isabel Sheldon. And that one is going to be called for a strike through a throw down to first, and Sheldon maybe not in agreement with that call. September Rao now at the plate here. Yankton needs a good one. Rao, no swing. It's called in for strike 1. Eliza Gurney awaits on deck. Rao's had some clutch hits for Yankton, looking for another one here. Holds off, it's a ball. 1-1 the count. One runner on at first, it's Jordan Kudera. She reached on the Scoopers' error, and now ball 2. Eliza Gurney's on deck. In the hole, Brenna Elwood. 2 balls, 1 strike here. September Rao at the plate with a runner on first and sits on another strike. 2-2, and 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Jana Johnston working in the circle. And a swing and a miss for Rao. It's a strikeout for Johnston, and now 2 outs for this Gazelles team, who has 4 outs remaining in the game's entirety. Eliza Gurney now at the plate, coming off of her first base hit, a double in this game. As the first one comes in low, ball 1. Gurney, 1 for 2 in the game. No swing there now. 2-0 the count. Yankton needs all the base runners can get. Unfortunately for them, 2 outs now. And Gurney puts it over to second. Another error on the Scoopers. And runners on first and second here with Brenna Elwood at the plate. And we saw earlier in the game, Yankton gave up a couple of runs to Sturgis just in that 5th inning. And with only 1 hit, they gave up 3 runs because of 3 errors. And if Yankton can get some to come across here, it'll be the same situation for the Scoopers with now Brenna Elwood at the plate. And that one hit high up into deep center field and pulled in for out number 3 as we are headed to our final inning of action. For Yankton, no runs off of no hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on base. We are headed to the 7th inning of action. Leading things off when we return for the Scoopers is the top of their lineup in Avery Anderson. 6 outs in this game. It's 7-3, and Sturgis leads.
Stunning flowers from Pied Piper are the finishing touch on your most perfect wedding day. We are your full-service florist with the experience and knowledge to design the perfect wedding flowers, sure to make all your wedding flower dreams come true. Brides, bridesmaids, boutonnieres, corsages, ceremony reception, and all event work are our specialty. Your style, your day, your vision. Pied Piper Flowers makes it happen. Pied Piper Flowers, your wedding florist.
It's our last inning of action here in a weekend full of softball. 7-3, the Scoopers leading the Yankton Gazelles. Will the Scoopers hang on for the victory as they've led the entire game? Or will the Gazelles mount a comeback here? Our only 2 other games of the day. Both were walk-off home runs for Yankton, so in dramatic fashion, taking home wins at the varsity and JV level as that one hit over to Churchma at third, guns it to first, and an error by Yankton. Avery Anderson reaches as that one bounced out, and a runner here for Sturgis. Jana Johnston now batting. These teams have combined for 12 errors in the field, 6 each. That one gets by and taking off for second here. Reaching safely is Avery Anderson. One-0 the count here. Jana Johnston at the plate has a runner now on second. And now a 2-0 count as Tylee Bestien waits on deck. Yankton really cannot afford to give up many runs here in the 7th inning. They've already got their work cut out for them in the bottom half of the 7th. Ball 3 now as it is a 3-0 count. No outs and a runner on second here for the Scoopers. The 3-0 pitch just misses, and we've got ball 4. Runners on first and second now. Tylee Bestien now at the plate here. She's 3 for 3 and has a walk as well. Runners on first and second, no outs. The positive for Yankton is it is a force out at first, second, and third. Elwood fires in a strike, 0-1 the count. As that one hit hard into right field, going back, it's over Gurney's head. This one is going to be extra bases here for the Scoopers. Kudera fires it home. The play, the throw won't make it in time. An RBI double for the Scoopers, who give themselves a larger cushion here. It's 8-3. A double there for Tylee Bestien, who's a perfect 4 for 4 on the day. And Carson Anderson now at the plate. And Elwood's first pitch low, and ball 1. Carson Anderson, the cleanup hitter for Sturgis Brown at the plate. She's 2 for 4. Kiara Killinger awaits on deck. Runners are on second and third. No outs. Now 2-0. And unfortunately for Yankton, too many times they've had runners on second and third with no outs. The count here, and Elwood gets her swinging. And the next one comes in high. 3-1 your count. Yankton really trying to avoid giving up any more base runners. And it's right back up the middle. A base hit here. Into center field it goes. And Koletsky gets it in. 1 run will come across. Sturgis Brown now leads 9-3. Kira Killinger now looking to keep doing what her team is doing. That is hitting the ball and scoring runs. As that one hit high up and it's out of play. No chance for Sheldon on that one. 0-1 the count. Killinger working at the plate. Adeline Kraft on deck. And a grounder scooped up by Burns. Gets the relay to second. And over to first. Won't make it in time. A run will score, but they do get the runner at second. Sturgis now leads 10-3. They get a much-needed out. Adeline Kraft now at the plate here. And that one again gets to the backstop. 1-0. The count here at the plate is Adeline Kraft. As that one lofted high up and back out of play. Evens up our count at 1-1. And time called here by Kraft as the scoreboard on the field shows 9-3. I've got 10-3. And another foul ball. Back off the net it goes. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes here. Brenna Elwood working in there for Yankton. Trying to get Adeline Kraft out here. And another foul ball straight back into the net, and it bounces over. One ball, 2 strikes, the count remains. And it's in, called for strike 3, bobbled by Sheldon. The throw to first will make it in time. And Yankton gets a much-needed out, number 2, as Kraft will go down. And Elwood will get strikeout 3 with Sydney Andrzejewski at the plate. A runner on second with 2 outs here she faces. And a swing and a miss on the first attempt. 0-1 the count. The count here, and that one misses low. Sydney Andrzejewski at the plate here. 1 for 3 in the game for her. Was walked in her last at bat. Stella Smith awaits on deck. It looks like actually it'll be Taven Dunn, who's ran for wild pitch there for Elwood, will advance the runner to third. Already down 7, Yankton really not many opportunities here to give up runs, because that's going to make it awfully difficult. And a swing and a miss there, evens it up. Deuces are wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Andrzejewski working at the plate here. A runner on third, 2 outs, and she'll go down swinging. Brenna Elwood will take that one, and she takes 2 of the 3 outs herself in that one. And that wraps up our inning of action here with 3 runs for the Scoopers off of 2 hits, 1 error in the field, and 1 left on base. Coming up, we've got our final half inning of action. Yankton needs a big one here as they need 7 runs to keep this game alive. Leading things off when we return will be Callie Koletsky.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
And Yankton at the plate here. Bottom of the 7th inning. They have got 3 outs to make 7 runs happen as the score has been updated on the field here. Callie Koletsky leading this inning off here. She's the top of Yankton's lineup. And the Gazelles need her and the whole lineup really to come through here. 0-1 the count. And now an outside pitch evens it up. 1-1. And this is a hitter. It's anyway on. Sprinting towards first if you put that ball in play. Only swinging at good pitches is that one. Bounces over to shortstop, and the throw makes it in time for an out. Yankton down to its final 2 outs as Ava Gerard steps up to the plate. And that will be out number 1. Ava Gerard now at the plate here. 1 out she faces, no runners on. Her team trailing 7 in the bottom half of the 7th. Sits on the first, 1-1. One 0 your count. Gerard takes a big cut at that one, misses it. Ava Gerard working against Jana Johnson. It's low, ball 2. And Johnson still just 1 walk in this entire game, and it was in the 3rd inning when Gerard was batting. And Gerard fouls it off. We've got a 2-2 count. Two and two the count, 1 out here. Ava Gerard at the plate. Yankton needing a big inning and a dribbler over to second base. The relay in time, and Yankton is down to its final opportunity here. Jocelyn Burns at the plate. Kyra Churchma on deck. There's Burns. No runners on to work with. Fouls off the first one, 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 your count here as Johnston sends it back home, and another foul ball here for Burns. Sturgis Brown closing in closer and closer to win number 4 on the season. That would get them back up to 500 on the year. As Burns, a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Jana Johnston takes the final one herself, and pretty fitting as she had 10 strikeouts to 1 walk. And your final score here tonight, 10-3, the Gazelles falling to the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. They'll drop to 6-10 on the season. The Scoopers will now advance to 4-4 on the year, as that will wrap up the Gazelles week this week, and they've got 1 game only next week, and that will come early in the week on Tuesday, as they will take on the Beersford Watchdogs on the 12th. Game is at 3 o'clock as it's varsity followed by JV. Coming up, we've got your final stats and your hot hitter of the game, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton, and our final chat of the week with head coach Jill Muth. That's all on the way. Keep it tuned here on Yankton Streaming on YouTube.
At Anytime Fitness Yankton, your fitness journey starts with one step, and Anytime Fitness will be with you every step of the way. Open 24 hours a day with top-of-the-line equipment and guidance you need to reach your goals. Plus, your membership gives you access to every Anytime Fitness gym anywhere. No matter your goals, no matter the time, you belong at Anytime Fitness Yankton. Located at 2509 Fox Run Parkway. Start today at Anytime Fitness, where your fitness journey never stops.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Triple Time Rudy's on the corner of 16th and Broadway, Yankton. Stop in and check out their wide variety of items. Grab some snacks, whether you want chips, popcorn, or something sweet, they have it. Ice cold beverages, or when you need that boost in the morning, coffee. You can also grab the best locally produced meats, meat sticks, and cheeses in the area, guaranteed fresh. For those hot days, grab a freezy too. Get all your car needs and 5 cents off a gallon when using cash. All at Triple Time Rudy's, Yankton.
The Bone Setter Chiropractic, Yankton. I'm Dr. TJ Stotes. When you need chiropractic, we're here. We use a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, and state-of-the-art examination techniques. We're happy to offer exercise and supplement advice as well. The Bone Setter Chiropractic, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, Yankton. Call or text 605-401-5701. Bringing you comfort when there's discomfort.
And back for our First Dakota National Bank post-game show, also our corporate sponsor. Yankton Gazelles fall 10-3 to the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. Your final stats in this one: Yankton with 3 runs off of 3 base hits, 6 errors in the field, and they left 6 on base. For the Scoopers, they put up 10 runs on 13 hits, 6 errors in the field as well, and 11 left on base. Your final personal stats in this one: Callie Koletsky went 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Ava Gerard went 0 for 3 but did reach on a walk and an error. Jolson Burns was 0 for 4. She reached on an error. Kyra Churchman was 0 for 3. She also reached on an error. Brooklyn King at the plate went 0 for 2. Jordan Kudero went 0 for 1 but got to second off the error. Isabel Sheldon went 0 for 3. She reached on an error. Madison Musfelt in this one went 0 for 2, and September Rao 0 for 1. Eliza Gurney went 1 for 3 with a double, which she ended up scoring, and Reese Gary went 0 for 1. Brenna Elwood 0 for 2. And it's time for your Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton's hot hitter of the game. Yankton's original and most trusted heating and cooling professionals for over 76 years. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, 808 West 23rd Street of Yankton. Our hot hitter of the game will be Callie Koletsky. She had 2 of the team's 3 base hits, a single and a double. And so she is the hot hitter of the game, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And for the final time of this weekend here, we've got head coach Jill Muth. And 10-3, the final score here against Sturgis Brown. What did you see in that one?
Yeah, that one kind of stung a little bit, you know. I mean, just their pitcher had 10 strikeouts, and we had 5 errors again, and just was kind of a tough, sloppy game for the Gazelles today.
And, you know, your pitchers really didn't give up a whole lot in that one, as in that Gary went 4 1/3 innings, 3 walks, not quite what we've seen, but that's still not a huge amount. Brenna Elwood with 3 2/3 inning pitch, 2 walks, and they combined for 5 strikeouts as well. So, I mean, it felt like they still kind of, in the circle, did their part.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably doing what they can do. You know, like we've talked about all year, they're not going to come out and be 10 strikeout pitchers. You know, if we can get 3-4 strikeouts from them, that's what we want. But, you know, we got to be a little better defensively. And that's, you know, kind of been the motto, it feels like, about every other game. One game we're pretty good defensively. One game we got some work to do defensively. And, you know, and again, 3 hits. You know, we just came off from a game where we were hitting the crud out of the ball, and we just got to find a way to be a little more consistent on both sides, on the defensive side and on the offensive side, excuse me.
And Callie Koletsky did have 2 of those base hits, a single and a double. Kind of nice to see her bounce back here in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good for her to get going again. She maybe feel like she's had a couple tough games, but it's good for her to get a couple hits, and hopefully we can get her going again.
And now coming up in Beersford, you've got just Tuesday. What is Monday's practice going to look like, and what are you expecting to see in that game?
I think we're gonna do some hitting, probably work on looking at swinging at good pitches, and then defensively just talk about, hey, we got to be better at going to get the ball and just making a routine play. We got to help our pitchers out a little bit.
Well, appreciate the time as always, Coach. We'll talk with you before that game on Tuesday, and only one game next week, so it's going to feel like a light and easy week for you.
Yeah, we won't even know what to do, right?
As a coach, I assume you're thinking practice, right?
Oh, I mean, yes and no. Next week we got graduation week,
of course.
So we got that going on and whatever. So we'll see what happens, but I know I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in my week yet.
Well, no problem. I appreciate the time, always taking time to come talk with me, and I'll let you get back with the team.
All right. Thanks for your coverage, Zach. We appreciate it.
And that was head coach Jill Muth here on our First Dakota National Bank postgame show. And again, that pretty much wraps it up for us here today, as we've had a lot of softball this weekend, a lot of sunshine, and maybe more than I should be getting on a normal basis. But we will be back for that game on Tuesday against Beersford. Until then, I'm Zach Spear on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Have a great rest of your night.
This has been a presentation of Yankton High School Softball on Yankton Streaming on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and join us next time for all the action.